Just us.
Just us.
After a rough game yesterday, the Warriors had a much better game today against
The Memphis Grizzlies.
who are tanking.
Yes,
So-
intentionally. So I'm very grateful that the Warriors were able to win.
That would have been
because
embarrassing.
Yeah.
But it was a game I think they needed a lot. They probably got their egos hurt a bit yesterday. And then today it felt like they were playing very free, very loose. Their shots were going in. They were moving the ball around and cutting a lot, which is something that they weren't doing yesterday. And it felt there was a little more urgency. They had to bring Leons on as well.
Well, there were only 9 players available to play, and Leon's is deep bench at the moment. But the Warriors really don't have many other options right now.
Yeah.
So he had a great game. Everyone actually scored. All players, 8 of 9 players were in double figures,
Yes.
which was impressive. A much better shooting night. Just for a comparison, the first quarter last night, the Warriors were shooting 30%. And today they shot 60%. So
That's where we like
sinking
it.
some buckets.
Yeah.
That was great to see.
Yeah. No, it wasn't like a hail of threes. It was a lot of driving into the paint and scoring secure layups.
It felt very controlled.
Yes.
Yesterday it was very uncontrolled. It was a bit chaotic. Today I felt like there was much more rhythm, good ball movement, kind of strategic and surgical shot selection.
Yeah, and yesterday the chaos came from the fact that they very quickly lost the game. It got away from them in the first quarter, which means that they were desperately trying to claw their way out of that hole and back into the game. Whereas it was the opposite this time. They came out with energy, set the tone, and got a lead immediately. It wasn't a huge lead, but it was enough of a lead to build upon.
And I think one of the key differences was Uncle Al started. He was in the starting lineup. He didn't play yesterday because he still doesn't play back-to-backs because of, I guess, his age.
Old.
Because he's old. And I thought he had a very commanding presence. He was the veteran on the floor, really controlling traffic. Draymond was out with his lower back soreness, so he didn't play. But I thought Al slid in very well. Even though the Memphis Grizzlies are a very young, athletic team, Al was able to keep up.
We had the tallest players on the court, which is incredibly
That never
rare.
happens.
Al Horford and Quentin Post, and even Leon's at one point. Those 3 were actually taller than most of the other players, which is a rare treat for the Golden State Warriors. But yeah, Al came in and Fitz described him as the adult in the room during the broadcast, and it very much felt like that. It felt like the youngsters were playing like frantically at times, doing like street ball style wacky hijinks, and then you'd see like Uncle Al just being there like stern, and they would fix up and like pass or get back into NBA gear, which was nice. He kind of like made sure the chaos was useful and it didn't completely go off the rails.
Exactly. And the Warriors were up by 21 points at halftime, which was a very commanding lead, but the third quarter got a bit dicey. The Grizzlies kind of came back. They closed the gap a bit. They cut it to 16 points. And I felt like at that point it could have gone either way.
The third quarter slip is what we live in fear of that.
We
Just
do.
in general. Yeah, the third quarter of our day, we start to get worried. Third quarter, eating the pizza, we're pretty sure that's the part that's going to give us food poisoning. Any sort of third quarter is horrifying for us.
And historically, before you started kind of watching the Warriors very faithfully, the third quarter was when the Warriors would
pop
turn it
off.
up.
Yeah.
And they would go for like a 40-point quarter, and they would just be doing an amazing job.
Yeah.
And they would basically win the game in the third quarter.
Yeah, to the point where Draymond was talking about it recently, and someone asked him, "Oh, do you think that if this happened at this time of the league when you were that team?" He was like, "No, in the third quarter would have beat him." Like it was just assumed that the Warriors will beat you in the third quarter, and then you're done. That's it. But it's a different Warriors.
It is. And thankfully, the Warriors were able to keep up the lead. They had a 20-point lead heading into the fourth, and they ended up winning by, I'm doing the math right now, by 21 points.
Nice. I couldn't have done that math. If that was me, I would have just run off.
I know.
I would have just run away.
Right. 133 to 112. Someone please check the math on that one.
Yeah, good. But yeah, overall, a feel-good win for the team and for us. I think that was more importantly for us.
For us, yeah.
For us. Who cares about the team? We feel better. It was a good, much needed victory. Some wind in the sails, and now they're traveling back to California, where they will take on the Los Angeles Lakers, Clippers, and then we will hopefully get an update on Steph Curry. Likely to get some sort of update, if not see Tingus Pingus playing Porzingis, which will be nice. So it feels like they're starting to come back together. This is where it starts to coalesce again.
The team is still trying to get their postseason positioning. They're still the eighth seed in the West. It's very tight at the bottom. Mm-hmm. Every win is very critical at this juncture. Yeah. So I really would like for the team to put together a string of wins and have a really nice ending to the season.
Yes.
To get us a better position in the playoffs.
Right. Well, we usually have a segment that we do, but we've decided to nix it in favor of something else.
And we're going to test it out. We're not nixing it forever because it is really my favorite.
Transparently, it's a great feature of Boobies and Butthole, but we thought we would try grading the team after every game. One, because it's a nice way to come at it. Two, because it can easily be cut out and placed on TikTok.
Exactly. And we haven't really discussed how we're going to be doing the grading, but I guess we could do it on a regular A, B, C, D, F scale.
Yeah, a school scale.
Do you want to do it based on dimensions, or do you want to just do overall performance?
I think just overall performance will be good. And we can talk about what it is that contributes towards that. I think this is a B-.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
oh, my.
B-. What would you have given it?
I would say it's in the A- range.
So here's the thing. Here's my justification. I think that a lot of the qualities that they showed today were A grade qualities. However, what takes it down for me is the fact that they're playing a tanking team, right? So this was expected.
Are you saying instead of 21, they should have won by 41?
I mean, if that was the differential, then maybe I would have bumped it up. But for me, I feel like this was an easy win for them. And usually what they do is they screw up easy wins. So the fact that they, one, got to where they needed to, a bunch of players played well. Al Horford, Moody, Podz was playing well.
Will Richard played
well.
An amazing game.
Yeah, so the all-round performance of the team, each individual player, kind of contributes to getting this to a B for me. But at the end of the day, it's still not a team above 500. So I'm reticent to give them an A.
Okay, and the reason I'm giving them an A- is because the players on the team are the reserves. And I thought that they put on a spectacular performance. They're really gaining their confidence and momentum. Players like Will Richard, Pat Spencer, I think he was a plus 23 for the game. I think they're really showing what they're made of, and they're not always going to get these minutes. So I feel like I'm really grading the players who contributed to tonight's win. It's not always going to be that composition of players on the court.
Yeah. Well, it's a B- from me. It's an A from you. A- from you. Mm-hmm. Let us know in the comments what you think, who's right, or what your grade for them is.
Yeah. Of course, I'm right. So
she's always right.
I am always right. But yeah, tell us what you think. How should the Warriors have been graded today on their performance? Yeah. I thought in some areas they did very well, like on assists and ball movement today. I would rate that certainly an A.
I'm sticking with mine.
You're okay. You're sticking. Yeah. Okay.
All right. Thank you so much for watching. We'll be back on... I'll be back on Saturday. You won't be here because you're going on a trip.
I am.
So I'll figure something out. I'm looking at the cats. One of the cats can join me or something like that. But in the meantime, first of all, thank you to all the kind comments that we got on our first ever video podcast. If you haven't seen that one, go and watch it. And while you're watching on YouTube, please subscribe, share, like it. If you're watching it, let it run through. We want that watch time. And if you're listening, why not go and watch it as well? Pump up those numbers.
Watch it and listen to it everywhere. We have Spotify, Apple Podcasts. We have YouTube, which is where we prefer you to watch it so you can see our faces.
We're stat padding like we're LeBron James.
Yeah, it's a good way to put it.
Yeah. All right.
All right. Thanks for tuning in. Just Us on 3. 1, 2, 3. Just us.